The Islanders' win streak is up to 6 games and counting. I keep telling you guys this team's stock and playoff chances keep rising, and it's doing it at the right time. So I got my guy, Stefen Rosner, beat writer for NHL.com, to talk about the pride of Long Island. And, of course, we're going to preview the Rangers rematch. Stefen, thanks for hopping on with us, man. How you feeling?
Good. Thanks so much for having me. Really do appreciate it.
All right. Thursday night's win against Montreal came with some good and some bad news. The Owls had a big overtime win to keep the streak going, but they did lose defenseman Noah Dobson on the night with what the team is calling an upper body injury. Can you give us any updates on Dobson, and do you think that he plays Saturday against the Rangers?
Yeah, so there's no further update on Dobson. The Islanders are off on Friday, which means you won't find any new information out before puck drop against the Rangers. But I will say is if you look back at the replay, there's 2 instances that could have happened there. One, it seems like in the corner, he gets a slash from a teammate, actually, Alexander Romanov, trying to get back into position. And then he also gets sandwiched on a hit, ends up leaving the game there. No update on that. The fact that he didn't come back is probably a concern. Then again, it is against a team that you have playoff games hopefully coming up here. You don't want to push something if he is indeed hurt. I don't think he'll play against the Rangers. I think the Islanders should be very cautious what they do here going forward. He's their best defenseman by far offensively. He's got 70 points in the season, 10 goals, 60 assists. He's been a menace on the offensive side of the puck. But this is a huge loss to them, especially on the power play, which has struggled already.
How do you expect this game to go? How did the Islanders come out with their 7th straight win?
Yeah, I think it's getting on to their game first. I think you saw in the 2 games against the Rangers, one, the outdoor game, the Islanders got to their game first, had so much success, ultimately allowed the Rangers to get back in it due to penalties they took. And that was that game. And then you looked at MSG a couple of weeks later, and the Rangers got to their game immediately, dominated the Islanders in the win there. And the Islanders played the other day, and they got off to a really strong start, attacked the Rangers early, but then penalty troubles again, allowed the Rangers to get back in it. They find a way to hold on and win that one. So for the Islanders, it's about getting to your game plan early, but sticking with it. And obviously, don't take penalties if you don't have to. If this is going to be a chippy game, you don't want to get an instigator penalty. You don't want to be the second man in these plays. You got to play the game, play the right way. Let the Rangers get into trouble if they want to start stuff. But for the Islanders, they need the 2 points much more than the Rangers do. So I think if the Islanders could go in there with that mindset of we need 2 points, play our game, and if other stuff happens, let it happen. But the focus is 2 points for the Islanders, and that's ultimately what I think will help them get through that one.
Yeah, it'll be a much-needed 2 points for this team if they can come out with that win. In fact, Stat Athletes have the Islanders with a 92.9% chance to make the Stanley Cup playoffs. They can clinch a playoff spot or even third in the Metro on Saturday with the win. So with 3 games left in the regular season, where do you think the Owls will be seeded come playoffs?
It's kind of crazy. 2 weeks ago, we're talking about this team not even making the playoffs, right? And now I think they will finish third in the Metro. I think right now they have a 3-point lead over Pittsburgh, a 4-point lead over the Capitals and the Red Wings. And again, the Rangers game is going to be a tough one. This is still an elite Rangers team. And yes, the Islanders got them a couple of days ago, but it's a tough Rangers team. Then the Islanders play the Devils and the Penguins. And you think just with that schedule, with the schedule of the opponents that are also fighting for the playoff spot, I think the Islanders do have the leg there. And also that separation. I mean, beating Montreal last night and getting those 2 points, especially after Pittsburgh won in overtime, the Capitals losing, that created enough separation where I think that they'll finish third. And I just think they have to keep pace. Maybe you lose the game against the Rangers, you have to beat the Devils, and I think they'll beat the Penguins. So I think the Islanders will finish third. At the end of the day, if they finish in a playoff spot, that's all that matters, right? But I just think where they're seated right now and the gap they created, the small gap, I think will be good enough to get in as the 3rd seed.
Stefen, tell the people they can find you so they can get some of that good knowledge.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter or X, whatever we're calling it now, at Stefen_Rosner, Stefen_ROSNER.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks so much. Have a good one.